Thank you so much for joining me today. I am here with Armoni Brooks, and today we are here with another episode of Bigger Than Basketball. How are you, Armani?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you so much for asking. But of course, you are in the bubble. But
Yes.
aside from that, how has the entire experience been for you?
It's actually been a lot smoother than I expected it to go. First getting into it, you never really know what you're getting into, stepping into a new situation. But you got here quarantined for a few days and then you got right into practice. And once you started practice, games came up quick and after that it's just been smooth. A lot of time to yourself. So you kind of having to cope with that and a lot of time having to be inside. But for the most part it's going smooth and it's a great experience.
So, your story is very unique. You now find yourself participating in a historical event for the G League, but it hasn't been easy for you. I'm pretty sure you've gone through your ups and downs. But I'll start off simply by asking you, what are you most grateful for today?
Just to be able to do what I love every day. Not a lot of people can say they love their job. Not a lot of people have to wake up and just be like, oh, I gotta go to work. Every day I get up and I'm like, oh, like I get to work. So just being able to do that every single day and being able to get paid from it is just a plus. So I just love being able to do what I love.
And so, then would you actually consider it a job?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's how you describe job, because like job is just what you get paid to do. And I mean, I get paid to play basketball, but it's something I enjoy doing so much that it doesn't feel like a job. So I guess it's just a paying hobby. I guess I would call it.
Right. No, and that's huge. I speak out of experience when you go to these different career days, visiting high schools and so forth. You always want to tell kids the difference between a job and a career,
Exactly.
something that you definitely enjoy. But I know you must have had support. So, was there someone in particular that kind of helped you throughout your journey to get you to where you are today?
Really just my mom and dad, my brother. They were just my support system throughout all of high school. Once I finally realized what I wanted to do, and they all sacrificed so much in terms of paying for things or traveling, multiple weekends to come watch me play, and or taking me to the gym, just anything that they could do to, get me to get to where I want to be right now and where I am. So I still got a ways to go, hopefully, but I appreciate everything that they've done for me.
No, for sure. That's definitely a huge blessing. There are a lot of people who unfortunately don't have that support system. So I think it speaks volumes on your character and so forth. So on the court, your best asset definitely has to be your shooting capabilities, right? But what is your best asset off of the court as a person?
Probably my ability to adapt to different situations. A lot of people have problems with adjusting to new situations, and because I guess they're just stuck in whatever ways or whatever their mindset is. But I'm a pretty open-minded person, so being able to adjust to anything that kind of get thrown at me, and being able to just adapt to it on the fly, and not let it bother me too much, and just being able to do that, I feel like is a big characteristic that I love to have.
Embracing change. That's definitely huge.
Exactly.
Yeah, most definitely. And your willingness to deal with the amount of adversity, because as I mentioned early on, your career has not been easy.
Mhm.
You have been cut before, you have been sent to multiple teams. But what keeps you pushing?
Just the end goal that I have, obviously my goal is to, get to an NBA roster and stick. And so I haven't accomplished that yet. So right now I feel like I haven't really accomplished anything, to be completely honest with you. So I'm just trying to keep my work ethic up, keep the right mindset, and just keep getting better every day so I can find a way to eventually get to my end goal.
And naturally, with success comes admiration from the younger generation,
Mhm.
right? They look at you and they say, wow, there's a role model. Do you feel then a level of responsibility that comes with that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, as an athlete or anyone that's I feel like anyone that's older than the younger generation, like you have to have a sense of responsibility and a sense of like these people are watching me, like they look up to me, whether you know it or not. Like you could have a million kids that are paying attention to everything you do, and if you make a mistake, like they'll it might make them look at you a different way. And I just try to portray myself and carry myself every day as if like I'm always being observed and I'm always being watched. on and off the floor. And I always want to leave a good, I want everyone to have a good first impression of me.
Is there a specific set of eyes that you feel like is consistently watching you? So you want to make sure that specifically for that person, you make the right choices?
My brother. I know my brother. He'll never admit it to me because he at that age where he think he know everything. But I know that everything that I do, like he pays attention to it. So I just try to carry myself so that I can be a good role model for him. So that if he never needs advice or if he needs, if he's going through a difficult situation that I've been through before, he'll see how I handled it. And hopefully he won't have to go through some of the things I had to go through.
And earlier on, when you guys first arrived to the bubble, you attended a media day in which you were asked what bigger than basketball meant to you. And you did mention that life is way more than just the sport of basketball, but rather what do you do as far as giving back to your community? Is there something in particular that you hope to be able to one day do for the community that you grew up in?
Yeah, I just want to be able to give back in terms of helping youths get involved in sports, if they're underprivileged and don't have access to things like that, or, giving back to the homeless. I feel like I'm pretty big on giving back to the homeless too. So hopefully, once I get to where I want to be in my career, I'm able to, give back a significant amount so where it can, affect people's lives. And, basketball is such a small part of being on earth, and, you have to find a purpose. And I don't even know if that's my purpose. I don't know if this is my purpose, but it's just something that I'm passionate about. So hopefully one day I'll be able to give back and have an effect that'll last multiple lifetimes.
That's so exciting. I can't wait to be able to see what it is that you end up doing. But I have to end with the last question that I feel like is so significant. At the end of it all, what do you want to be recognized for?
Dang. My bad. Um, it was just a good question. He called me out. Um, um, Probably as a giver. There are a lot of people in today's society are, selfish as much as I hate to say it, or they only have their self-interest at heart. I just want to be able to, like, if someone brings my name up, I want people to be like, oh man, he was so caring, he was giving, he always, he would share his last everything with you. And I think that's something that I like to pride myself on, and is being a giving person and always looking out for others, putting myself second.
That's awesome, Armani. Well, I can tell you have a phenomenal character. That's why it was kind of easy choice for us when we wanted to decide who to interview next. We knew that we wanted to speak to you. So I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you so much for joining us on Bigger Than Basketball. Once again, my name is April. Definitely stay tuned for much more. And thank you again, Armani.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you for having me.